Hey interwebs, it's your boy Jackie K. Okay, I'll never do that again. But welcome for another Pokemon Showdown battle. I am using the same team as before, though I made a few minor modifications. By minor, I'm pretty sure all I did was change my Mimikyu's held item. I do want to take a minute to talk about my opponent's team though, and especially that thing on the far right. What's it called again? I guess we could just call it vase Broom for now, because especially when you have a blurry preview like I first did, it looks like a vase with floating brooms next to it. Now that I realize what Pokemon it is, it's kind of more like Sword Blaze, but we're going to stick to calling it a Blade Broom for humor's sake. Now, for leads, I have a few options, or at least me from early Showdowns thinks he has a few options. With this team, I tend to take a lead almost at random. The three that I kind of been leaning towards during this time frame is my Wishy-Washy, Dugtrio, and a little Marowak. Though if I feel like I can start setting up, I might even lean with my Executor. Now, before you say anything, I realize now that I should be leaning with my Dugtrio, unless I'm specifically predicting a particular lead. However, because I'm so paranoid over the Vase Blades Broom thing that my opponent has, I'll be leaning with the Marowak for this particular fight. So my Fire Dating's gonna come out here to go things up, and I'm already not liking this lead. It resists my attacks, got the Intimidate, so I'm gonna swap. And thankfully I did, otherwise I'd be dealing with a double intimidated Marowak, which is no good. Now unfortunately I have some bitter luck getting burned right away. Thankfully I have a mix between physical and special attacks with my special little snowflake, so I can just focus on the special orientation for now. Now I originally went for that skull to try to get the burn on the Gyarados, but doing half damage to the Alakazam is quite nice too. I don't like the damage that I took from that, so after knocking out this Alakazam, I'm gonna get my Snowflake out of here. A move that I'm gonna regret later on down the road. At least I'm not gonna have to deal with that Intimidate on top of the burn. And I'm going to take advantage of the fact that this Gyarados does not have any ice moves to do a little setup with my little foot. This guy is the Harvest Citrus set, so my plan is going to set up a Leech Life, get a substitute, and let the stalling do a lot of the work for me. Unfortunately my opponent sees through this and goes straight into the Arcanine and his moves. I try to take advantage of my substitute, going for Last Ditch Draco Meteor. Unfortunately I missed. And to put insult on injury, I'm not able to recover enough health to get out of the red zone, and I'm not even going to get a chance to get a good attack off with my Snowflake before it loses its schooling form and becomes utterly useless. A useless doofus, we can say. Somehow my Fire Danny scares out the Arcanine, which I am a-okay with because I can get some free damage off. Almost take out the Weavile altogether. And thankfully I'm able to take the hit and finish off the Weavile completely. It was a bit of a risk though, considering I need to have some health for taking on the base sword Broom thing. Now it's gonna be a bit of deja vu here. Executor versus Gyarados, swap in the Arcanine. And I'm even at a disadvantage this time with the burn. But somehow things are different. I guess just because I had the courage to stay in. Whatever may be different this time, I'm actually able to successfully stall out the whole battle between my substitute, my Citrus Berry, and I'll admit a little dumb luck, because I'm able to harvest another Citrus Berry, get back up to health, and it's going to help whittle the process downwards with this whole Flare Blitz. I'm glad this is working out because, to be honest, I don't have a good fire coverage. Dugtrio would be my best offensive option. Unfortunately, because of its steel type, it would get taken out if I were to send it in. I could switch to Marowak, but I still need it for the Broom base combo. And with as low of health as it has, I don't know if I'd really be able to take a Flare Blitz or Fire Blast anyways. That's something I'm going to have to address and look more into and adjust my team accordingly. Thankfully, I can assure you guys, I have already made those proper adjustments, and when we drastically change the team in a future battle, you will see that the fire coverage has been taken care of. Speaking of fire though, I really want my fire type to get rid of this thing, so I thankfully was able to send it in during a protect, and still have the opportunity to get it out before it gets completely owned by a power gem. Now I sent in Mr. Mosquito here to try to do some work, set up with some power up punches, and maybe be able to take out another Pokemon, but this Gigalith having nothing with that and getting out of there right away. Thankfully I'm able to cancel out that Intimidate with my own power up punch, but I still don't want to stay in there. Mr. Mosquito might do some work later. Possibly might be a backup for the whole vase Broom thing. Now unfortunately switching into Mimikyu means that I'm gonna waste my disguise, and I have the bad luck of getting burned. Thankfully my Lone Berry cancels that out, so I'm able to start setting up with my Swords Dances because I know the Gyarados can't do much to me. Gonna get that double Swords Dance there, and Gyarados is like, oh Showdown, I'm gonna die. Better get out of there and send in the vase to do the work for me. And while it is a nice amount of damage considering how defensive I think this Pokemon is, I still want to get my Fire Danny in here to take care of it. Thankfully it only goes for the Toxic. I guess I was predicting it to go for a Protect, but this is honestly fine too. I know I can withstand enough Toxic damage to take it out, and I only need one Flare Blitz to do so. There it is! My biggest fear with this team out of the way, and considering how many party members I have left compared to his 2, I'm feeling pretty confident just leaving him in there. Maybe get a little extra damage in before it inevitably goes down. And send something fresh in to take care of the Gigalith. Now this was an obvious switch to the Gyarados, but I'm still going for the Earthquake because I just want a safe play. I have enough Pokemon in backup. I feel pretty silly if I wasted it. But speaking of waste, I missed a freaking Stone Edge! Probably could have 2-hit KO'd this thing if I didn't miss that one, but you know, it's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna get taken out, but I could always just send my Mimikyu in, do the Shadow Sneak, and do the Lord's work for me. Heck, because I know this Gyarados, I can actually get another Swords Dance up, know I'll survive it, and have enough to be able to Shadow Sneak everything to oblivion. You can protect all you want, good sir, but you're only going to delay the inevitable. Victory shall be mine. I mean, I guess my opponent could have just kept going for Protect, hoping it wouldn't miss, and get enough from leftovers to withstand a hit or something, but I had 2 other Pokemon, and thankfully my opponent's not going to play that way. I'm just going to be able to take it out, and it's game set match. Thank you all for watching this Pokemon Showdown battle. I promise that they're only going to go up from here. The team should be better for the next battle, and I definitely know my battling has improved between this and the next one. Still, if you enjoy what you see, feel free to do all the YouTube things to support my work and leave me feedback accordingly. Until the next one though, see y'all later.